welcome to the Rebalance Physiotherapy Equipment class. For today's class, you're just going to need a mat, a headrest, 2 light weights, a circle or cushion, and then a looped band, and then a foam roller or a small ball. So we'll get started with the warm-up. So knees just directly below the hips, hands directly below the shoulders. Starting off by dropping the ribcage down, arching the back, looking up in front. And then rounding out the spine, pushing the mat away, looking down between the knees. Dropping the ribcage down, arching the back, looking up in front. And then rounding out the spine, looking down between the knees. Again, dropping the ribcage down, arching the back, looking up in front. And once more, rounding out the spine, all the way looking down between the knees. Then come to a neutral flat back position. We're going to twist the left foot out to the side, tap the ground, back behind you, and then right foot. So as you tap, look back towards the foot. So you get a bit of a bend in the side. So looking to the left, looking to the right. Keep alternating each side. This just warms up the hips a little bit more and the obliques as well. One more each side. And then back to the center. Straighten out the right leg behind and the left arm in front. And then small circles with the arm and leg, keeping the back nice and flat. Looking down towards the mat. And lower. Left leg, right arm. Small circles with the arm and leg. Again, keeping a flat back, and the neck is long, so you're looking down towards the mat. And lower down. Shifting all the way over to the left, straighten out the right leg and the right arm. Keeping the hips parallel to the mat. Focus on getting your balance. Once you have your balance, small circles. And lower, shift the weight over to the right side, straighten out the left leg and the left arm. Focus on getting your balance first, and then you can move on to circles if you want to make it harder. Then we're going to dig the toes in, pinch your shoulders back, lift the knees up, and we'll hold this for 10 seconds. Good for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab a small weight, put it to the right side of your mat. Pinch your shoulders back, dig your toes in, lift the knees up, grab the weight with the left hand, bring it to the left side. Right hand, bring it to the right side. So keep alternating each side, just moving the weight a few inches over each time. Good. 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Then we're going to walk the feet back so we're in a high plank. Lift up the left foot and the lower and the right foot and the left, right, left, right. One more on the left, one more on the right. Lower down. Bring the knees apart nice and wide. Grab the roller if you have one. Stretching out the back, just leaning forward, and the shoulders as well. Trying to get your forehead close to the mat. Then lift the hips up and just pressing down just to get a bit more of a stretch into the lats and into the shoulders. And then we'll come back to the center, put the roller to the side, and we'll come onto our backs. Starting off by imprinting the spine, bringing the legs into tabletop, keeping the spine imprinted, tap the right foot down, and then the left. Nice soft taps, just warming up the core. Gradually tapping further away. 2 more on each leg. Last one on each leg. Squeeze the legs together, tapping both feet down, and then coming back into tabletop. Gradually tapping a little bit further away again, focusing on the imprint. Good for 3, 2, and 1. Rest the feet down. Then we'll grab the circle. Bring the circle just above the knees. We'll just start off, or with the cushion, whatever you have. Start off just by activating the adductors on the inner thigh. So we're going to imprint the spine, squeeze the circle nice and tight, and relax. Squeeze and relax, squeeze and relax, squeeze and relax. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the circle squeezed, imprint and lift the hips up. Squeeze the glutes, slowly lower down. Imprint and lift, and lower. Keep the circle squeezed, imprint and lift, and lower. Imprint and lift, and lower. Imprint and lift, and lower. 5 more, and lower. 4, and lower. 3. Good. 2. Last one. Keep the hips up nice and high. Bring the right knee out to the side, and then the left knee. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Last one on the right, last one on the left. Rest the hips down. Grab the circle. Then we're going to grab the roller or a ball, or you could just keep your feet flat on the mat, whichever you prefer. 2 feet on the roller. Circle just above the knees. And now we're going to bring the elbows on the mat, hands on the rib cage. Imprint the spine, lift the hips up, and lower. Imprint and lift, and lower. Keep the circle squeezed, imprint and lift, and lower. Imprint and lift, and lower. Make sure you're getting the hips up all the way, and lower. 5 more, and lower. 3, and lower. 2, and 1 more, and lower. Perfect. And then we're going to cross the arms across the chest, shoulders are relaxed. Squeeze the circle or cushion, imprint the spine, lift the hips up, and lower. Imprint and lift, 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 and lower. 4 more, and lower. 3, and lower. 2. Good, and 1 more. Keep the hips up nice and high. Bring the knees apart, together, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Resting down. Grab the circle, give yourself a quick rest, and then we're just going to do one more set of bridges with the roller and the circle. But for this set, grab a small weight in each hand, or if you just have one weight, that's okay as well. You can switch hands at the top. We're just going to be bringing the arms out to the side, just into a chest fly. So ideally, if you have 2, that's best, but if you just have 1, you could just alternate hands. So circle above the knees, squeeze the circle, grab a small weight in each hand, or if you have 1, just hold both hands up holding the weight. Just keep the circle squeezed. Imprint the spine, lift the hips up, and lower. Imprint and lift, and lower. Imprint and lift. Good, getting the hips up, and lower. Imprint and lift, and lower. Make sure you're hugging the arm bones back into the socket, so don't let them round up like this. Keep pulling the shoulders back. We have 3 more, 2, and 1 more. And then keep the hips up, squeeze the glutes, bring the right arm out to the side, and back to the center, left arm out to the side. Good, right arm, left, alternating each side. Try not to let your body roll to that side. Perfect, left, 1 more on the right, and 1 more on the left. And lower down, put the weights to the side, grab the circle. Then we'll move the roller out of the way, but keep the circle just for the next few. And then we'll imprint the spine, legs in the tabletop, circle or cushion just above the knees. Keep the spine imprinted, squeeze the circle nice and tight, and relax. Squeeze and relax for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straighten the legs up. Bring the right leg out to the side. Back together. Left leg, right leg, left leg. Right, left, right, left, circle above the knees, squeeze the circle. Then we're going to straighten up the right leg. So if you want to make this one harder, lift the hips up. Otherwise, keep the hips down on the mat. And then you can choose your arm position with your arms up as well. So the easiest is with the hands down, and then a bit harder is the elbows. And then the most difficult is the arms crossed. So we're going to squeeze the circle. If you want to make it harder, then the hips up. Bring the right leg out to the side and together for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then the right leg rests the hips down. Then we'll do 10 on the left. Squeeze the circle nice and tight. Either keeping the hips down or lifting them up, whichever you choose. Imprint, if you want to lift the hips up, lift them up. Left leg out to the side and together for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Resting down. Grab the circle, just a couple more here. Now we're going to bring the legs to tabletop and put the circle between the ankles for the last few. Imprint the spine, squeeze the circle, and relax. Squeeze and relax. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straighten the legs up. Squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Resting down. One more here. Imprint the spine. Lift the legs to tabletop. Straighten them up. Circle between the ankles. Keep the circle squeezed. Lower the legs down and lift them back up. Keep the circle squeezed the whole time. So the further you lower down, the harder it is, but make sure your spine stays imprinted the whole time. We have 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees. Put the circle to the side. Then we'll grab the band for the next few. So band just above the knees. And then we'll just start with a nice easy one. So feet together. Imprint the spine. Pull the knees apart and bring them back together. And apart, together, apart, together, apart, together. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we'll straighten up the right leg. Keep the left leg as still as possible. We'll bring the right leg out to the side and back together. Out to the side together. Out to the side together. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the right leg, straighten up the left. Left leg out to the side and back together. Out to the side together. 3, 4. Right leg is staying as still as possible. Spine's imprinted. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the left leg. Grab the roller again or a ball. Or just keep the feet down on the mat. We'll do a few more bridges here. So arms down by your side, imprint the spine, keep tension in the band. Imprint and lift, and lower. 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 4 more. And lower, keeping tension. 3, 2, and 1. And then elbows on the mat, hands on the ribcage. Keep tension in the band. Imprint, lifting up, and lower. Imprint and lift, and lower. Try to squeeze the glutes at the top. Control on the way down. Good. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then cross the arms across the chest. Imprint, lift the hips up, and lower. Imprint and lift, and lower. 4. Keep tension in the band. 5, 6, 7, 8. Try to squeeze the glutes at the top. 9, and last one. Keep the hips up, bring the knees apart together, don't let the hips drop, keep them up nice and high, apart together, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Put the roller to the side. Hopefully you're feeling those in the glutes mainly. If you're feeling those in the hamstrings a lot, try to bend your knees a little bit more. So keep the feet a bit closer to you next time, rather than having them way out here. Imprint the spine, and then we'll bring the legs in a tabletop. Pull the legs apart, and then come back together. So with this, shins are parallel. Nice and controlled. Apart, together, 3, 2, and 1. Band around the ankles. Legs in tabletop. Pull the legs apart and back together for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Straighten the legs up. Legs apart. Make sure the feet are twisted out slightly. It's okay to just have a slight bend in your knee. Apart together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep tension. Lower the legs. Lift them back up. Lower and lift. Keep forcing the back down into the mat. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Good. 3 more. 2 and 1. Bend the knees. We'll grab the band. Bring it to the side. Then we'll imprint the spine, legs to tabletop. Squeeze the legs together. Straighten the legs up. Slide them from right to left. Letting the legs slide along each other. Keeping the spine imprinted. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest the legs down. Imprint the spine, legs to tabletop, straighten the legs up. Then big circles with both legs, letting them slide on each other. Just targeting the lower abdominals with these ones. We're going to do 10 and then change direction. The bigger the circles are, the harder it is. Make sure your spine stays imprinted. Switch directions. Good. Try to keep the legs together. 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. And rest the legs down. Imprint the spine, legs into tabletop. Hands behind the head, chin to the chest rolling forward, elbows and knees in together, knees and elbows apart. In together and apart, in together, apart. Head doesn't move, so chin stays to your chest the whole time. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Resting down. Grab a weight in each hand if you want to make it harder. Straighten the legs out on the mat. Reaching the arms back, squeeze the legs together. Arms forward, chin to chest, rolling up, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders pinched. Slowly rolling down, controlling the whole way. And arms forward, chin to chest, rolling up, shoulders pinched. Slowly rolling down. Arms forward, chin to chest, rolling up. And lower. Good, rolling up, shoulders pinched, lower down. If you want to make it harder, reaching up and rolling down nice and slow. Rolling up and rolling down, controlling the whole way. We have 3 more. 2 more. And last one, rolling up. Then we'll put the weights to the side, sit up nice and tall. So legs are straight out in front of you. Arms are down by your side. Squeeze the right thigh, lift the right leg up and lower. Lift and lower. 3, 4. Keep the shoulders pinched. Try not to lean back if you can. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we'll do the left leg. Tensing the left quad. Pinch the shoulders back, lift the left leg up, and lower for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower down. That was really good for the hip flexors. Give you a quick rest for a second, and then we'll do a couple more for the lower abdominals. Grab a small weight in your hands if you have one. Otherwise, don't use any weights, that's okay. Legs to tabletop, straighten the legs up. Hold the weight close to your shins or resting on your shins, and then leaning up, reaching towards your feet, and then roll halfway back down. So reaching up and lower down, lifting up and lower. So try to reach up as high as you can. Really reaching for those ankles, reaching up. 5 more, 4, 3, 2, hold it up here, small flutter kicks. Try to keep reaching up. If you need to rest down, you can, but try to keep reaching. Good, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Put the weight to the side. Imprint the spine. Elbows down by your sides. Bring the hips up into a bridge. Bring the right leg into tabletop. Straighten the right leg up. Big circles with the right leg. Letting the leg drop out to the side. Try to keep the hips up. Big circles. And then bend the right leg. Keep the hips up in a bridge. Left leg to tabletop. Straighten the left leg up. Big circles with the left leg. Try to keep the hips up. 3, 2, and 1. Resting down. Imprint the spine. Legs to the tabletop. Straighten the legs up. Chin to the chest, rolling forward. Grab the top of the right calf. Lower the left leg towards the mat. Lower the right leg towards the mat. So keep switching. Really reaching up for the ankle. Shoulders are relaxed. For 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, and then we'll come onto our stomach. If you want to make it harder, put a weight down by your side, on each side. Otherwise, don't use any weight, so we'll just flip over here. Forehead resting on your hands. Press the hips into the mat, lift the upper body up, and lower. Lifting up and lower, lift and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift both legs up. Keep the upper body up if you want to make it harder. Small flutter kicks. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. If you want to make it harder, lift the upper body up. Lift the left leg up. And then the right leg. Left, right. Try to keep the upper body up if you can. Left, right, left, right. 1 more on the left, 1 more on the right. Lower down. Bend the knees, bring the knees apart nice and wide. Bring the feet together. Lift the thighs up and lower. Lift and lower, lift and lower. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Then we'll bring the arms down by your side. Grab a weight in each hand if you want to make it harder. Otherwise, don't use any weights. Keep the chin tucked in. Lift the upper body up. Twist the thumbs back. Pinch the shoulders together. And lower. Lifting up. Pinch and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Try to keep the upper body up. Lift the legs up. Small flutter kicks. Keep pinching the shoulders. Good. For 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Put the weights to the side. Bring the hands under the shoulders. We'll just stretch out the low back. So whichever you prefer. If you want to come down onto the forearms, that's okay as well. Lower back down. We'll do 2 more. Lifting up. It's really good for your back if you've been sitting a lot. And 1 more. Lifting up. lower down. And then we'll come onto our side. So I'm gonna bend the bottom knee. If you want, you can keep the leg straight or you can come all the way down onto your side, whichever you prefer. I'll move this out of the way. So we'll start off lifting the hips up nice and high and lower. Lift and lower. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the hips up, lift the top leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the leg up, small circles forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Circles backward. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower down. Lift the hips up, lift the top leg up, big circles forward for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower down. We'll lift the hips up, big circles the opposite direction, staying in front of the leg for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower down. Last one here, bend the knees. So we're gonna do a clam, but as we lift up, we're gonna pull the knees open. So top and down your hip. If you just wanna do them on your side like this, that's okay as well. But if you wanna make it a little bit harder, try to lift the hips up. So elbows just under your shoulder. We're gonna lift the hips up, open the knees, and then lower back down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 9, and last one, and lower down. Now grab the top of the ankle just to stretch out the front of the thigh, tucking the rib cage down towards your hips. Letting go of the ankle, then we'll come onto our opposite side. Bending the bottom knee, top hand on your hip. If you want to make it easier, just lie all the way down. Lifting the hips up and lower for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, lift the top leg for 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, keep the leg up, small circles forward. Keep the hips up if you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch directions. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Only 3 more. Nearly there. Hips up nice and high. Top leg up. Big circles forward. For 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower down. Hips up nice and high. Top leg, big circles the opposite direction. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bending the knees. Elbow directly into the shoulders. Lifting up. Open the knees. Lower down. Close the knees. Lifting up and lower. Lift and lower. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower down. Grab the top of the ankle, stretching out the quads on the opposite side. And then we'll come onto our back to finish off with a bit of stretching. Hugging the right knee into your chest, stretching out the front of the hip. And then grabbing the right knee with the left hand, bring the right arm out to the side, twisting the body across into a spinal twist. If you're working from home and your back's been getting really stiff, this is a really nice stretch to do, especially in the evenings after you've been sitting a lot. as well as the cobra stretch that we did earlier after we were on our stomach, where you lift your upper body up. That's a really nice stretch to do as well. And then switching over, left knee into the chest. Left arm out to the side, pulling the right knee across your body. Back to the center. Right ankle over the left knee. Grab behind the left thigh, pull the knee into your chest. Shoulders are relaxed. And then switch. Pulling the knee in. Shoulders are relaxed. Left foot down, straighten up the right leg. Try to get the knee as straight as you can. And then chin to the chest, bending and straightening the ankle. Just stretching out the sciatic nerve. And then grabbing the left leg, straightening the leg up. And then chin to the chest, bending and straightening the ankle. And then bend the bottom leg. And then we're just going to finish off just with a couple upper body exercises. So grab 2 light weights. And you can do these in standing or sitting, whichever you feel comfortable. So pinch the shoulders back, bring the arms just up in front, and lower down. It's probably easiest in standing for these ones. Good, so keep the shoulders pinched, lifting up and lower. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good, keep the shoulders pinched. And then we're gonna bring the arms out to the side. A little bit easier to pinch the shoulders here. So these are really good for improving our posture and all the muscles around your shoulder blades that hold your shoulders back when you're sitting. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and then we're gonna bend the elbows to 90 degrees. Bring the wrists down so that the arms are parallel with the ground, and then back up. So keep the wrists nice and strong. Make sure the arms aren't floppy. So lower so you're parallel, and back up. We have 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and then the last one, straight into an overhead press and back down. So straight up, bring your hands together, and then come back down so that the shoulders are at 90 degrees. Straight up. Good, keep the shoulders pinched. Make sure that they're not hunching up like this, so really try to push them down. Good, 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good, we'll put the weights down to the side. We're gonna bring the right ear to the right shoulder, grab with the right hand, and then push the left arm down towards the ground. Just finish off by stretching out the upper traps. And then to the left, grabbing with the left hand, gently pull as you push the right arm towards the ground. And then back to the center, and then we will finish with that.